Hello everybody, welcome to a basic editing tutorial with me, Raw, or James, I don't know, whatever you want to call me, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, I was going to be doing this kind of stuff because I just want to help people out, especially like channels that, like smaller channels or people who are making YouTube videos which could potentially be awesome, but the problem is they're not getting their audio levels right. So that's what this first episode is going to be about, audio levels. The reason for this, obviously, as I just explained, some people just don't quite understand that your voice needs to be louder when it's commentary, There's certain parts of, whatever. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing you how I, do my audio and, what I do to make sure that you can hear me nice and clearly. So as you can see here, I've already imported media and we're using Camtasia because this is PokeMMO. This is the first episode of Season 2 here. Now, the reason why we're using this particular is because, well, I recorded it with Camtasia Studios Recorder, which I'm currently recording with here, as you can see at the bottom. The reason why I use this sometimes, especially for games like PokeMMO or things like emulators, is it's just simply for the reason of it's just so much easier to use and it works very well with Java. There's not really much frame dropping, and at the same time as that, something else which I can't remember. What was it now? Whatever. Yes, it works well with Java. There's not much frame dropping, and the file size is quite good. I mean, they can get quite large, but I like them. I really do. For other things like my other things, what do you call them? MTA? Yes, multi-theft auto. What I use for that is I use DxTory because the file size is quite large. There's a little bit less frame dropping, but it means I can only record for a certain amount of time because of the hard drive space. So yes, here we go. So when I'm recording, I also put everything to basic, the look of it to basic, because I'm not really looking at the screen. I don't really care how it looks. So let's first import. Yes, so let's first import this. It's already imported, as you can see. If you want to import, you can import or go into your folders, documents, and then just drag and drop into the clip bin here when using Camtasia Studio. And it's pretty much the same with other editing programs as well, like Sony Vegas. But the reason why I'm showing you this one, because like I say, this is basic editing. Now, I recorded this at my screen size, it is 720 my screen, so we're just going to change that to make sure that it's actually in the right place. So, here we go. There's a part of it here where I'm just quiet and you can just hear music, as shown here. And then we make a noise. A weird breath. So I'm just going to pause that there. I'm just going to give you an example of how I edit the audio. As you can see, this top line here is the screen here, and also the audio, and this is the sound which has come from the computer. These bars here that you can see is my voice and anything that is around my surroundings and not from the computer, but from the real world. So if we just give you a play of this, so let's go to a random point. So let's go here. And you'll be able to hear that you'll see that the audio levels are not quite when you watch the finished product, as we watch now. Something different. I like it. It's nice and black. It's, it stands out. You can see it clearly. It's quite nice. As you can see, no face cam for the reason of... So yeah, there you go. It wasn't as loud as it normally is. It really blended with the background quite well. I mean, that's how this records. It does it like that. But we need to get that louder because we want people to be able to understand what I'm saying. Respectively, of course. So what we do is we give this a right click. Now I'm going to separate the audio for the reason being is I like looking at things in a clear manner. So we're going to first make sure that we only select one by just clicking on it and then just moving it down because I like to have my audio below my video. I don't know why, that's personal preference. I just have a bit of an OCD for that. So we're going to right click and then we're going to press edit audio. It's as simple as this. Now we want to turn it up, but what that will do is it will just give me more noise. Oh, wait, I can't for some reason. There we go. So, look, it's been turned up a little bit, so if we listen to that, this is going to sound horrific, so please turn down your speakers now. I'll just give you a second to do that. Okay, now then, here we go. Do you know what? It was so long that I actually forgot my username and password. I had to go on the forums and ask, and that's something I really didn't want to do. So yes, as you can see, that's kind of what it sounds like. It sounds pretty horrible. It sounds really spiked. It goes over, what is it called? It goes into the red, if you like. I'm not quite sure what it's called. I'm not an audio technician. But yes, it sounds horrible. So what we want to do is click on that yet again. And I'm just going to enable, medium volume variation. What that basically does is it makes it a bit louder, but it also makes it sound a little bit worse if we listen to it, as shown. Oh. Well, so what we're going to do is we are going to continue exploring the other islands. So it sounds a bit better already, as you can tell. but you can still hear that noise in the background, and it is quite annoying. What we're going to do is going to turn that up a little bit more, though. And then first we're going to turn this down as well. We want to turn down the game audio, because that's not the focus of this. You know, the focus of commentary is not the game audio. Obviously, it's to experience the game, but also I find that making the YouTube videos for games is to get people to go out and play them themselves, purchase them themselves, because we are just big walking advertisements. That's all we are, you know? And I've worked in advertising for a long time. I'm not going to lie, that's pretty much what it is. That's actually the reason why I don't like these YouTubers that do the full game and show you everything, like these walkthrough videos. I don't like them because that's just taking away the point of the game and making a video on it. Because, yeah, some people just watch the games and they're not gamers. They're just, yeah, whatever. I don't like that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to enable voice noise removal. What that basically does is it takes away a bit of the noise. So if we listen to it now, Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. Right, so if we listen to it now, we've still got the same Pokemon with us. I can't remember who they are, but you can see them up in the corner. Sounds quite nice, right? It sounds really nice. It's sounding better than it already did before. You can hear me quite clearly. And, you know, yeah, it sounds quite a bit better, but there's still a bit of noise in there, unfortunately, because we've not adjusted the sensitivity to my voice and to the microphone noise variation and how my soundboard actually records, which is not very great, unfortunately. I'm looking to improve it, but it's fine. So what we need to do is, because I have the type of voice I have, which is quite deep, but then at times I can talk quite loud or quietly, we need to adjust the sensitivity so it's only picking up the noise and not my voice. What I found from my voice is it is around 70 or 69 to about 75, which is funny. So I usually set it to about 73, 72. Let's put it to 73, and then we add auto noise training, because doing manually, it's a lot of work, and it can really do it itself. What we want to do as well is we want to remove the clipping, so there's none of this, you know, every now and again, you know, like when you have the and like that when you make those noises from S's or B's, you know, stuff like that. So we want to remove that, and we want to remove clicks from the mouse as well. And I just leave this like it is because my mouse is rather quiet anyway, and I don't really use it for games like this, so it's fine. Now then, that's all we pretty much need to do. Now, what if we just play this audio? Let's pick a random point here, and we play. Then you'll see there's a massive difference. One thing I couldn't be asked doing was, you know, sort myself out, because then it'll be even later, and then this video will be out even later. So, our first point of call is we need to go and explore these islands. So, can you see how much better that sounded from when we originally started? So that is basically it. It's making sure that your voice is clear and you are not clipping the microphone. Also, when you are recording, make sure that you don't touch the microphone in any way. Also, make sure that you mute things like Skype. You make sure you go to busy, or, you know, busy, or just log out completely. The reason why I don't log out is because Skype is used for some quite important things for me, and I need to make sure that it's always on, just in case something happens. But just make sure you get in any noises that your computer makes, which is not anything to do with the game. Get rid of them, mute them. The only thing that I leave on recently is my alarm, which is this thing here, computer alarm clock. Every hour on the hour, it basically makes a cow noise or whatever I want it to make, and it's kind of funny, but I can edit that out. So that's basically it. Make sure your game audio is turned down a little bit. Turn your voice up a little bit. Make sure you get rid of any noise to make sure it's bearable to listen to. And you, just by doing that, will potentially have a good video, just for the reason of audio is, I personally think, and I know a lot of people will agree with me, I even know that Lewis is his name, from the Yogscast? Yeah, I was listening to one of the podcasts with him. Or was it the live stream over Christmas? Doesn't really matter, we're not going to be pedantic about it. Even he agrees with me, and so do other YouTubers. Audio is very important for a video. If somebody can hear you clearly and it's bearable to listen to and it's not annoying, like, for example, if you've got a little child and he's just like, ah, that's annoying. Nobody likes that. Then yet again, somebody like PewDiePie, who's obviously an adult, but he's going crazy all the time. Also understand that he does his audio and it's not clipping and it still sounds pretty good. And I have to admit, I do kind of laugh sometimes when I'm watching his videos. I'm not going to hate on the guy. He's made a bloody living of acting like a clown, and it's kind of amazing how he's done that. Obviously, you know that's not my style, because I don't really do that. You know, I don't play scary games. What's the point? Why the hell would I want to? Anyway, so yeah, that's basically how you edit audio. And the next tutorial is going to be about adding like effects and clipping it up to make sure that you kind of get rid of mistakes and you are basically making sure that you are rendering in HD. Or if you would like a specific tutorial in editing within Camtasia or within other things, make sure it's basic tutorials, because we're going to be running basics and then we're going to go into more advanced stuff, extremely advanced stuff using like After Effects and stuff like that. But that's a long way down the line. Basically, yes. So enjoy, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you've learned something, and I hope you've picked up something. So guys, I really recommend this program, Camtasia Studio. I recommend you buy it or use the 30-day trial. Please don't download it illegally, because it's just not fair to the company. And then people like me who actually buy these products, you know, it's not fair for us, because then the price goes up for us, or like they discontinue the products because no one's buying it, and that's not fair. And then we lose programs, which is not good. So yes. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. You've been amazing as always. I'll see you later. Bye.